Tyler Robinson is now in the most restrictive custody level that Utah can provide for him at the time, pending standing trial.
New at 10 as the case moves forward against accused Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson. We have yet to see Robinson in person.
Yeah, earlier this week, his new defense attorneys asked the court to change his appearance from in-person to virtual from the Utah County Jail where he's being held.
Chief investigative reporter Wendy Halloran has been following the case and has more tonight on where Robinson's being housed and what that would look like. Wendy.
Well, Heidi and Mark, Utah County Sheriff Sergeant Ray Orman says Robinson is still being held in a special unit. So what does that look like?
Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson.
22-year-old Tyler Robinson has been in the Utah County Jail for 3 weeks. Officials previously said Robinson is on suicide watch and in an isolation cell in the special housing unit known as SHU.
The SHU is a perfect place to contain and isolate someone while they're standing trial for a serious charge like this.
At his initial appearance, he was seen in the jail wearing a suicide smock, which 2 News Investigates confirmed is the attire for inmates in the SHU.
The accused is in a very restrictive environment, meaning that there's hardly any movement unless the movement is called for by the administration.
Carl Torsbins is a consultant after retiring as deputy warden for the Arizona Department of Corrections at the prison in Iman, where he oversaw the special management unit known as SMU, which is a similar concept to where Robinson is being housed.
Basically, he's under the microscope. He's being monitored for everything he says and does. When he goes to sleep, what he eats, the food is passed through the slot on the door, so the door does not have to be opened.
It is very likely he is under constant supervision. With someone suicidal, the jail may have a camera, but they do physical eyes-on checks at least every 15 minutes.
They're going to know when he sleeps. They're going to know what his moods are going to be. When he mumbles something, they're going to be there. They're going to capture his mental state. The whole thing is a triage between medical, mental health, and security.
So what is in the isolation cell?
He's got a self-contained cell, usually 6 by 10 or 8 by 10.
Most have a sink in them and a stainless steel toilet that's bolted to the wall. The floor is flat with a mattress on it. Some may have a cement shelf for the mattress to be put on. They would not be allowed to have bedding or clothing in the cell with them since they could be used to attempt suicide.
Most SMUs and SHUs don't have windows for security reasons, and also because there are issues inside those cells that make them suicide proof.
The inmate would be under direct supervision to be able to shower, and a razor for shaving may be out of the question.
Very limited property, mostly reading material, and so there's an invasion of privacy in this particular process, but it's for his own good, and it's for to protect the liability of the county.
As for entertainment, Robinson would most likely not have access to a television. However, depending on his condition, he may have access to reading material, which could include educational, reference, religious, and leisure reading material.
It's the highest restrictive level that you can offer in penology. It has very few privileges, limited visits, mostly legal. There's no gaps in there. It's a seamless operation. He's going to get frustrated because his privacy's been invaded, first of all. And second of all, he's facing things he's never faced before in his life.
Now, as for meals, Robinson would eat what the other inmates do. It's food made there inside the Utah County Jail. It looks like a TV dinner because it comes on a cardboard, a sectioned off tray, and the inmates get plastic utensils. A source tells me inmates often comment that their food is the best food of any jail they've ever been in. I will keep monitoring his housing assignment as the case moves forward against him. Heidi and Mark.